I've lost all interest in this season of Drag Race, so I didn't watch last night's episode, and I don't plan on watching it, and I have no desire to watch it, but I do want to talk about who should win Drag Race. Now, firstly, whenever in the past I considered who should win Drag Race, I looked at three different things. Firstly, who has the best track record, then who was on the top of the week the most, and then who has the best storyline. And then the queen that wins most out of the three categories, in my opinion, should be the winner, but also that's kind of how the winner was chosen in previous seasons. So, who has the best track record? Well, as with every other season since season 7, I've done the damn thing, I've crunched the numbers, I diddled the digits, and here's what I know. Aquaria had the best track record. Just for reference, this is the point system that I'm using. So, last night's episode, which is the top 4 episode, is inconsequential, so we have only 11 episodes to look at, like 11 competitive episodes. That means that Aquaria has 40 points, or 3.63 points per episode, which means that she has the exact same score as Violet and has a worse track record than all winners except for BB and Bob. Just for the sake of comparison or information, Eureka and Asia have 39 points or 3.54 points per episode, so the two of them also have a slightly better track record than Bob and BB. Cameron has 31 points, which means that she has less points overall than Miss Cracker, someone who she had eliminated, and a worse PPE or points per episode score than Monet, Blair, and Cracker. So, the winner of the first category is Aquaria. The next category is who was on the top of the week the most. Okay, so I know the category is not really well formulated, but basically what I mean is this. So, with each week, the queens earn points, and after each episode, the queen or queens with the most points are on the top. So, the amount of times a queen has been on the top is what we're looking at here. And, well, Aquaria wins again. She's been on the top 5 times. Eureka 4, Blair St. Clair and Miss Cracker 3, Mayhem Miller 2, and Asia and the Vixen once, while Cameron has sadly never been on the top of the competition. So, the winner of the second category is Aquaria. Again. Given that RuPaul's Drag Race is a TV show, it's important to also look at which queen had the best storyline, even though, Aquaria has already won 2 out of the 3 categories now, but so, it doesn't matter whoever wins this third one, but let's just look at all of the queens first. Aquaria's storyline this season revolved around her growth as a person. She came in hot-headed, annoying, and she had a borderline racist moment. And after the Vixen called her out on it, and the other queens also explained that she was being a brat, Aquaria changed and became a lovable dork of the season. She also is very grateful and very versatile in her drag. She can perform, she can turn out looks, she can be funny, she can do pretty much everything, and she does it well. And for fuck's sake, she won the ball challenge and snatch game, and she's the first person ever to do this. Her growth came slowly and was not forced by the producers. It was organic, it was nice to watch, which is why I think she wins this category too. But let's look at the other 3 queens too. Asia didn't have much of a storyline, other than her being kind of the mom of the season. She helped everyone, she called out people when she deemed necessary, and sadly, she was just kind of there, even though she's a fierce drag queen. So, Eureka's storyline was a good one for one episode, and that's the second episode. She's a returning queen, crippled by the expectations of the judges to do well in the competition, and after that, she was just favored by the judges for no reason. She did the same thing in the challenges and on the runway, but she was just, praised for it every single time. She had more than one racist moment or racially insensitive moment that she just kind of brushed off as, I'm loud and obnoxious and here to play the game, y'all are just fat phobic, and I'm tired of her. Now, Cameron had also somewhat of a storyline, She was never able to fully leave the mold of being the queen that wears costumes because, suddenly they decided that it's bad to wear costumes, I guess. She's also, out of drag, basic hot, what the gays with the most basic tastes go for, no offense, but yeah, let's be real. And due to her landing in the bottom 3 weeks in a row, she really has no chance at winning. The winner of the third category is, again, Aquaria, and she truly is the rightful winner of Season 10. Okay, so after this point, there's going to be some spoilers about the finale, so if you don't want to hear what happens, you can stop watching now. So, in the finale, they've decided to redo the lip sync for the crown, which is completely unnecessary this time around, They needed the lip sync for the crown in Season 9 because the lip syncs were just, bad, In 5 of them, the queens just gave up and they really became inconsequential. Also, the results for these 3 categories in Season 9 were very weird, very different. Shay had the best track record, but barely barely better than Sasha's. Sasha and Shay spent the most times at the top, and Trinity had the best storyline, so it was kind of confusing. This is not the case for season 10. You know, season 10 gave us some of the best lip syncs ever, not just this season, but like overall, and the winner is quite clear. It's also clear why they're bringing this format back. You know, they know that Eureka is not a fan favorite, nor is she statistically deserving of the crown, so they're going to give her, you know, a way to win. They've already done this in the season, you know, in her lip sync against Cameron. Cameron fucking murdered her, but it was a double shantay for some reason. You know, the rule of double shantay is implemented rarely and is only used once per season, even if there is one. And they were planning of doing it in the finale for the final lip sync, which was Bang Bang by Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj, so that the three saved queens got to lip sync to each one of the girls' parts. So this season has pretty much been rigged for the start, which is why I personally lost interest in it. But the bottom line is, the deserving winner of the season is Aquaria. You know, fuck hashtag Shay was robbed, fuck hashtag Shangela was robbed, because Aquaria is probably about to become the most robbed queen of the entire show, excluding Manila and Nina Flowers.